Hello students, today we are going to discuss about one interesting subject, that is rectification of errors, right? So as we are human being, there are 100% chance that we could do some errors while accounting. Now question is, when there is an error, how do we correct those errors? Because if we do error, then obviously our financial results or the assets and liabilities may be reported wrong. So we need to see that once you have identified an error, how do you rectify that? So before going and identifying the error, let's understand what are the different way errors may happen. Errors can be categorized into four categories, different type of errors. The first one is omission. Okay, what is the meaning of omission? Entry not posted. That means the accountant has missed out to post the entry. There is a business transaction, but the journal entry has not been posted. Second is wrong recording. Okay, that means you have posted the entry, but there could be a wrong amount or wrong debit and credit posted. C, posting from journal to the ledger in wrong account. Okay, that means your journal entry is correct, while posting to the ledger it has gone to a different ledger. And the last is error of principle. That means you have not followed the golden rules of journal entry. You have posted wrong debits, wrong credits. Okay, so now we'll go through few examples and understand that how different type of errors can be rectified. So examples to explain the nature of errors and their corrections. The first one is when an account wrongly debited. Okay, when an account has been wrongly debited, how do you correct that? Let's take an example. Rupees 40,000 paid for the purchase of a motor car has been debited to inventory account. So what has happened here? 40,000 paid. What the company has purchased motor car, right? But what has happened, instead of motor car, it has been debited to inventory account. Now let's do the analysis. Okay, what was the wrong entry posted? Inventory account debited 40,000 to cash account 40,000. Correct? And what should be your correct entry? The correct entry is motor car account debited to 40,000 to cash 40,000. So what has happened actually here? Inventory has been debited, hence it has to be reduced. Okay, what actually it has to be debited? Motor car. Motor car has to be debited, which has not been accounted. So to rectify the error, what is posted in the books, that is inventory to cash, and bringing this entry to motor car to cash, you have to post a correction entry. That will be motor car account debited 40,000 to inventory account 40,000. By this 40,000 credit in inventory, the excess debit posted wrongly here will nullify. So your inventory will become 0. And motor car debited here 40,000, which was not accounted at the initial stage, will get debited now. And if you see the final entry, what you will have in the books after this rectification entry is motor car account debited 40,000 to cash 40,000. Correct? Now let's go through the second case. What type of different errors can happen? When an account wrongly posted with opposite balance. Okay, that means a debit balance has been posted as credit balance. So let's see one example here. Purchased inventory in cash for rupees 50,000, but cash has been debited and inventory has been credited. Okay, so let's do the analysis. What has happened in this case? The wrong entry posted is cash account debited 50,000 to inventory account, and the correct entry should be inventory account debited to cash. So what has happened actually? The wrong entry is posted oppositely, right? Instead of inventory to cash, the entry posted is cash to inventory. Now, wrong entry posted has reduced the inventory balance, right? Instead of debiting inventory, what we have done? We have reduced inventory, right? And increased the cash balance instead of reducing. So it has given a reversal impact by posting the wrong entry. So what we need to do? So we have to give double impact to correct the entry. Okay, what is the meaning of that? If you see here, the wrong entry posted is cash debited to inventory 50,000. Okay, but actual entry should be inventory to cash. So to bring back the wrong entry to the correct entry, we have to rectify by posting inventory account debited 1 lakh to cash account 1 lakh. Right? Why inventory is debited here 1 lakh? Because by wrong entry, the inventory is credited by 50,000. So by posting this 1 lakh entry, you have to bring back to normal, that is 0, and from there you have to give an incremental of 50,000, right? So once the rectification entry is posted, the final impact in the books will be inventory account debited 50,000 to cash account 50,000. Now let's go to the third example. When the two accounts are undercharged, okay, two accounts has been undercharged. Let's take an example here. Goods purchased from XYZ Limited 5,000 were entered in the books as rupees 50 only. So what has happened? By mistake, these two zeros has been omitted while posting the entry. So let's do the analysis. Wrong entry posted is inventory to XYZ Limited 50/50, right? What should be the correct entry? Inventory account debited 5,000 to XYZ Limited 5,000. Okay. Now what we have to do to rectify the error? What do we need to do? The incremental amount posting we have to do. That is, rectification entry is inventory account debited 4,950 to XYZ Limited 4,950. So this entry plus the wrong entry, if you add up, then you will end up with the correct entry. What do we need required to post this correct entry? Coming to the next situation, when accounts are overcharged. So we saw the previous example, that is undercharged. Now it is overcharged. A credit sale of rupees 2,000 to Sam was recorded as rupees 20,000. So if you see here, 2,000 rupees sales has been recorded as 20,000. Now let's do the analysis here. Wrong entry posted is Sam account debited 20,000 to sales account 20,000. So here there is no issue on the ledgers used. The issue is the amount what is reported, right? Instead of 2,000 we have accounted 20,000. And what is the correct entry which should have been posted? Sam account debited 2,000 to sales 2,000, right? Now to rectify, what we need to do? The excess entry posted has to be reversed. Okay. So if you have to reverse, what you need to do? You have to debit sales, because here sales was credited 2,000. For correct entry we require 2,000, and the actual entry posted was 20,000, which is excess credit of 18,000, right? So what we need to do now to rectify? Sales account debit 18,000 to Sam account 18,000. That is how, after posting this extra amount, if you remove it out, then only it will tally with the correct entry what is required, right? 2,000 and 2,000. Now coming to the last error, whatever error we can see, when the transaction is not recorded in the books at all. This is what we talked about, omission. That means you have missed out to post the entry. So for example, purchase furniture of rupees 5,000 not recorded in the books. So it is simple. If it is not recorded, the rectification entry is you record it, right? So it's an error of omission. Entry has to be posted in books. So the entry is furniture account debited 5,000 to cash account. So this is the last entry. Just for your information, rectification of entry is one of the easiest way. Many times students get confused what amount to be debited, what amount to be credited. So always do the analysis by writing down the wrong entry, then write down the correct entry, see the impact in the ledgers, see the impact of debit and credit. If there is a opposite direction entry, then you have to reverse with double amount, and always check that which particular error is there. For example, if you have a composite entry where you have 2 debits and 3 credits and the error is in one of any ledger, then always try to see that if that has to be corrected, which is the other ledger which needs to be impacted. So always try to plot the wrong entry, right entry, and then you will get the trick how to post the entry to rectify that. So let me know in the comment section if you require any more clarity. Share with your friends, subscribe to the channel so that you can get much update on the finance topics. Thank you.